Hey guys, what's going on? Turtledog19 here, and today I want to present to you a new series in Minecraft. Now, I've been tossing around the idea of starting a new series, and I've been trying to figure out what I want to do the new series on, and hell, I might even do other series on different games. I'm really not really setting myself to one game. I'm a very big variety gamer these days. But I just wanted to show you that I'm going to be working on the world that you see here. Now, we are on a realm in Bedrock, and there's a lot of people on this realm. There's actually, like, I think around 7 people all working on the realm. So none of this here is what I built. This is actually a combination of my friends. There's one person's base is there, another person's base is here. That's actually Nate's build, the owner of the server. And then we have another build over here, and there's other builds around this lake. There's actually a giant ridge around this lake. It's very atmospheric. Now, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be enjoying Minecraft enough to make a series on it, and I decided that I was going to do the series on it. So we are in survival. We're not starting fresh out. I do think, and this is just my opinion, could be different from yours, same as yours, whatever it may be. I don't really enjoy watching videos of people starting their survival worlds, but I do enjoy when they're right in the middle of like the big projects, when they have most of their survival stuff already kind of squared away and taken care of. Like, for example, I have full netherite armor with all the my favorite enchantments. I don't have anything special, just the general stuff like that. Now, this over here is my build. I did in this video want to both present the start of this series and also what I've built so far and kind of where I want to go with this series. Now we go over here. I want to talk about how I'm going to edit this stuff. I want to edit it so where I first tell you in the video what I'm going to do, then do a little bit of time lapse, give you an update on how it's going, time lapse, end of the project, or it, how it finishes. And honestly, I'm going to say at the beginning of each video of how I want to build something, and it's going to be completely different from what I built. Because most of my iterative process is me changing it mid-thing. Like, for example, this bridge. I built this bridge to connect my land to Nate's, and I hate it. I'm not a big fan of it, and I'm definitely going to restart it and rebuild it. So you're going to see that. I haven't had a name for this kingdom. I'm probably going to have a fancy, cool name for this kingdom in the title. So you'll see it, and you'll then see that future me has decided. But it's basically a ruined kingdom on the surface, where there's these dwellers of the old deep, where this deep rock is, where the deep slate is, and they came up to the ground. They came up to the surface and tried to take over, and eventually were seeded back due to what I'm calling it is just like a airborne illness that started killing them off, and they retreated back to the deep slate mines that they came from. Now, this right here is the main entrance here. I coated this whole mountain in deep slate as well as the black rock from the nether. I also add some lava because I noticed when I was doing it, there was not much color, and plus it makes it light up at nighttime. We have this main path here. We have a bunch of, I also I guess I want to say skin the earth here, but I know that's incorrect. But I skin the earth here, make everything look like a path, just to make it look more dead. I have a bunch of lava pools everywhere. I have poorly hidden campfires to give off the smoke effect. I have these giant lava extractor things. I really don't know what they are. And if you come down over here, it's just a giant pathway, and we're going to make a ring road around this lake. There's a couple more builds of other people on the server, and there's someone in the lake too. So this is my attempt on making the section of my road, just so people can traverse it once we have it all up and running, and it kind of ends here. And eventually, we're going to connect over there, but we don't really know the style of what they're building yet, so I don't really want to assume. So I come over here. This is how you kind of enter the facility. You go through this underground section. You go past the lava monitor center. This is actually one of the newest sections that I worked on just the other day, and it kind of shows just a little bit of death situation. Not too much detail in here. I usually do a detail pass afterwards. But we have, surface lava levels that kind of indicate that, it's low and critical, so that means that they're not monitoring anymore, that something, terrible happened on the surface. But in the inner depths, that's where I call their, starting kingdom. it's high and nominal, so everything's going good over here. And eventually I'm gonna add some like cobwebs around, kind of make it look more abandoned, and also, you know, being almost reclaimed by nature. So as you come up here and you enter kind of the giant cave section that I made. I also have this giant rail system that kind of comes out here. That's what that bridge was. It has this giant rail system. And this rail system I want to is one of the motivators that they came to the surface was they were running out of fresh water, and they wanted to come out and find a big source of fresh water. I want to add a pump into this. Well, I don't think I'm gonna add a pump in here, like a role-playing pump, basically, of them trying to look for water. I also have that their bridge was destroyed. I'm gonna eventually have like because the the cannon walls go all around the render distance on bedrock is pretty lame. They'll have like a little cave just like this, but a lot more run down and destroyed. So I have it destroyed like that. They obviously couldn't do here because I've just determined that it would be too easy and a little bit lame to have this be the freshwater source they found. I'm just gonna say this is salt water. They can't drink it. Too bad. It's now canon. So this facility goes through here. We have the old track system. It's gonna be mostly for transporting water. So really, what I did was the main theme is the deep slate with the blackstone. And this right here, this is one of the projects I want to focus on. It's gonna go all the way back into a kind of depot thing. That's kind of the entrance to their surface zone, as well as the entrance to the depths that they also came from. I want to make this like a loading system for the water, like have like a little almost like a rail yard switch center in here. And then eventually I want to build out this giant train track out to a potential lake. Again, these water, I'm gonna make sure that I put like outpost near the water saying, oh, they happen to be salt water and nothing more, and we're looking for the fresh water. And that's the main motivation. And then of course then it explores, hopefully through the build, explores why they came out more, obviously a little bit more than just fresh water is a big motivator. And then why they were seeded back to the depths because of the illness kind of contracted by the NPCs they encounter, mostly through the villages. So kind of like their downfall was came through their ambitions to try to conquer the land above them. But yeah, this is it so far. I've done a lot of work on it so far, but I just wanted to make sure that I was really into the build first. And all of this has been made in survival. I've never used creative before. All these blocks have been mined by me, gathered by me, and placed by me. So this is a solo build, and it's going to take a long time, and it's going to be a long series. But I just wanted to introduce it. Again, I might do more series on this channel. And when it comes to, how I narrate these types of things, it's really just ad-lib, nothing scripted. I don't really do well with scripts, and there's going to be times where I mess up, where I'm not going to re-record because I think that's just a little bit more humanizing to it all. But maybe it's just I'm lazy. Maybe I'm just coping. Who knows? But yeah, I just want to present to you guys the start of this kingdom. Again, I don't have a name for it yet, but the video will probably have a name. I'll probably use ChatGPT to help me with formulating the name. I'll see you later.